dogs out is crazy work. Maybe he's superstitious. I don't know. It's the last thing I want to see. I'm judging a little bit. Just a little bit, though.
This is SportsCenter.
Welcome to Digital Sports Center, presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. I'm Reagan Subban. Super Bowl 59 is officially in the books, and did anyone see this result coming? The Eagles raised the Lombardi Trophy after absolutely demolishing the two-time defending champs. And this one felt like it was over at halftime, and here's a big reason why. The Eagles defense held Patrick Mahomes to just 33 yards on 6 completions, picked him off twice, and sacked him 3 times. The Chiefs just had 1 first down at the half, and it came on their first play. And when all was said and done, the Eagles pressured Mahomes 16 times and sacked him 6 times. And they did all that without blitzing once. Mahomes and the Chiefs put up some points in garbage time to save face, but it was a tough end to their three-peat hopes. And Mahomes apologized to Chiefs Kingdom on social media after the game. The Chiefs were even taking L's in the stands, as even Taylor Swift couldn't get some love in NOLA. It's kind of insane how these are grown men booing her. She has nothing to do with the game, but I get it. They're probably just sick of seeing her, but it's unfortunate. On the other side of the ball, Jalen Hurts took home Super Bowl MVP, passing for 221 yards and 2 touchdowns, and adding another 72 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Meanwhile, 2 Eagles got the best birthday gift that you could ask for. Saquon Barkley and Cooper DeJean both celebrating their birthdays in style. Saquon had a quiet game, but still passed Terrell Davis for most rushing yards in a single season, including playoffs. Meanwhile, the rookie DeJean celebrated his 22nd birthday with his first career interception against Patrick Mahomes for a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And finally, let's give some love to the Canadian kid, Sydney Brown. The London, Ontario native becomes the 17th Canadian to ever win a Super Bowl. Sydney Brown making Canada proud. You love to absolutely see it. Okay, now that we got the football out of the way, let's get to the real reason why everyone tunes into the Super Bowl. The commercials.
I can't believe they let us back in this place.
What, no good?
No.
Oh. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, boy.
So good. Oh, it is so.
This one's real.
Oh. Now that is a sandwich.
I'll have what she's having.
Step aside.
Who put these in, Tom? Only Duracell has power boost ingredients. That's why winners like Tom here only run on Duracell.
Tom, are you okay? Why does everyone keep asking me that since the roast?
I'd like to thank our fans.
I think you got my...
I like it.
Ever ask yourself how Buffalo got a team?
These wings deserve a team.
Yeah. I figured out a good team name for Buffalo, Bill. Buffalo. Buffalo. They do anything to sell food.
Do I have to be called refrigerator?
Yes. Even Peyton was in on it. Omaha! Steak. Omaha! Steak. And they're still at it. This year, we got a halftime show presented by an apple. In a stadium named after...
A salad.
Matthew.
Yeah. Hey.
Sorry. You want me to make a movie about a football conspiracy?
Come on, Greta. Bacon's in.
Everybody loves bacon.
No one believes that football was invented to sell food.
I love how the Super Bowl is always trying to promote food. It is so North American for us to do that, but like, great commercial. I'll give them it. 10 out of 10, seriously. With 2 matinee games finishing off before kickoff of the Super Bowl, the NHL is officially on pause. For most of the league, this means family time, vacations, and time to heal and rest. And for others, it just means even more high-level hockey as the 4 nations face-off begins. That group will include none other than Captain Canada. Following a setback-free practice in Montreal, Sidney Crosby announced that he will remain on Canada's roster despite battling an injury that set him back last week.
Yeah, I was busy. Just trying to see where I was at and get treatment and talk to everybody. So yeah, it was a busy week, but happy to be here and just, excited to get going. Good to go. Yeah.
During the Team Canada practice, Crosby was featured on a line with Nathan McKinnon and Mark Stone, while Canada's top line featured Connor McDavid centering Sam Reinhart and Mitch Marner. Unfortunately for Team USA and stud defenseman Quinn Hughes, he will not be a part of the tourney as he continues to nurse an oblique injury. And it's no doubt a serious loss for the US, as the reigning Norris Trophy winner currently sits second in this year's odds on FanDuel, trailing only Cale Makar. Replacing him will be Young Suns D-man Jake Sanderson. Sanderson likely won't be able to bring the offensive presence of Hughes, but at 6'2", only Noah Hannafin and Jacob Slavin are bigger than Sanderson. The extra 4 inches on Hughes definitely beefs up the blue line. But there was a palpable negative shift on the team outlook for Team USA. After opening as the tournament favorite, the loss of Hughes is so significant that it actually changed the odds, shifting USA into second place favorites behind Canada. Perhaps the biggest loss in all this is the missed opportunity to watch Quinn play with his brother Jack. The two haven't played on the same team since representing Team USA at the 2019 World Juniors. And if that tournament was any indication, seeing them as teammates again was gonna be fun.
It's just funny, really, looking over across the room, seeing Quinn. I mean, kind of laugh a little bit, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm sure the next 2 games will go really good too.
Why you laugh?
I mean, just looking over, it's unusual seeing Q in the locker room, right?
No advice. He gives me more advice, I think. He thinks he runs the show here.
You hate it, but I mean, as a Canadian, I'm not too mad about it. It would be fun, but we'll leave it at that. In honor of the Kruger's Big Assist being back for its 5th year and proudly committing over $1 million to make hockey more accessible and more inclusive for Canadian families, we're going to be taking a look at the best assist from the ice last night in the Big Assist Spotlight. Let's take a look.
Dottie gets another one. Ovechkin with a screen developing to the front. Score! Tom Wilson! It's tied at 4.
Everyone's in on this. It goes to Carly. Tom Wilson has the presence of mind to back off, open his ice, and Ovechkin, rather than shooting, take a tough shot. He finds Big Wilson.
Ovi's first 3 assist game since 2021. Just classic Ovi doing classic Ovi things, coming up big when it matters the most. I'm now joined by Natalie Spooner, who's one of 5 ambassadors of the Kruger's Big Assist program. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
How did you become involved with the Kruger's Big Assist program?
I was so lucky to be able to be involved with the Kruger Big Assist program this season and really just help to make a difference in so many young kids' lives. I think the program is so important for making hockey more accessible. Growing up, hockey brought so much to my life, so I'm so excited to be involved with the program and just help and continue the work that it's done and see the difference that it's making in so many kids' lives.
Each hockey pro who's a Kruger's Big Assist ambassador is representing a different region. You were born in Scarborough and play for the Toronto Scepters, so it's only fitting that you're representing Team Ontario. What is it about hockey that is so special to people in the province?
I mean, when I think of Ontario, I think of people that just love hockey. Now having the Toronto Scepters, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's a lot of idols for young kids to look up to, and I think in that sense, we get so many young kids that want to play hockey. But it's also, the most densely populated area in Ontario. So we've got a big number of hockey players. So to be able to give that accessibility, I think is so important. I think there's always, the fight to get ice time also in our province, but we have so many amazing hockey players here that's just helping to grow the game and helping those young kids come up too.
You've won it all on the world stage for Canada. We could sit here and list the titles, but it would take up way too much of your time. Which one sticks out to you as your favorite and why?
Oh, it's so hard. Probably my first Olympics and winning my first Olympic gold medal. I remember looking up in the crowd and seeing my family there and just knowing that kind of that dream had come true and I was able to achieve it with their support was something that was so special.
Natalie, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Marissa has a well-deserved day off after a busy Super Bowl week, but it wouldn't be DSC if we didn't have a segment about the delicious food she had at the Super Bowl game. And the Super Bowl eats looked amazing.
How much food you can get at the Super Bowl with $100. Or we got an alligator po' boy and crawfish pies. $35 plus tip.
You can really taste the gator.
Luca's mad we're including tip in this, but we have to include tip.
It's not good because we've only gotten 2 things out of that.
That's the deal. All homemade nachos.
How much did those set us back? Couldn't get them to put olives on. Half I don't like olives.
Cajun beef brisket sandwich. Brother.
All right, hammer it. Oh my god, best things I've had this entire trip.
When did you get dessert? Way too long looking for dessert. We're gonna have to scrap it. Jambalaya.
That's dessert?
There's no dessert.
Okay, I feel like all I've seen from my coworkers this past week is food. Them going out to dinner, them tasting new food, and the FOMO was real. But if I had to pick my favorite one here, it would have to be the gator. I don't know. I've never seen that before. I didn't even know that you could eat gator. But what an iconic thing to have. Good job, guys. That's it for DOC. We'll be right back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern and noon Pacific. Have a good one.